Welcome to the Poop Scoop Millionaire Community Chat. During our conversation, I'm going to talk with a real business owner that's doing real business to give you real insights on what it's like to run a real business. Today, I have the pleasure of chatting with Max. He is the owner of Doggy Scoop. Welcome to the show, Max.
Thank you for having me. Without you, I wouldn't be here.
That's that like when I that's crazy to think about. Because it's like I heard something once before. It's like who wins when you succeed type deal. And I
Mhm.
heard this a long time ago, and it was cool. I was like, I really like that. But as I've been living life and I've been posting on social media and developing the relationships, I really get to see like because I stuck it out, because I continued to share what's happening and to be able to have this conversation with you and now be able to hear your story, it it makes me very like emotional and so grateful that I have this opportunity.
Yeah, likewise. I found you originally on a YouTube video, and that's what got me started, and that's what got me excited. So without people like you, I wouldn't be where I'm at now.
Well, cool, cool. Well, I'm excited. I know you've heard a lot about me because I blah blah blah. So I'm excited to learn about you. So please go ahead and tell me when did you get started in business?
I actually got started just this year in February. I officially launched for February 28th, 2025.
Okay, where are you located at?
I'm in Virginia Beach, Virginia. So I'm pretty close to the ocean. Got a lot of water bodies around. And also serve Chesapeake and Norfolk. So that's our surrounding cities. They call it Hampton Roads in this area.
Okay. Now you sound like you have an accent.
Yeah, I'm originally from Germany. I actually moved to America in 2006.
In 2006. So, if you don't mind me asking, why did you come over from Germany over here?
Oh, it's a pretty
Oh,
long story, but I try to sum it up. Um, so I graduated high school over in Germany, but the economy was so bad, and I had no job lined up, and so it was a lost soul. So I ended up deciding to go with my mom and my stepdad over here to America, and then just to find out going back to high school and everything like that. But to keep it short, yeah, because of a job, I couldn't get a job in Germany.
okay, yeah, I love it. I love to hear these kind of stories because I had family that came over from Poland. I didn't get a chance to meet them, and so I'm always kind of curious of what that is like, coming from another country, building your life here, and then now you're building, a wonderful, thriving business that I just through the grapevine, I hear is going very, very well. Um, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna hop into that. So you started in February. You do you have spring rush?
Then I don't know. Like I don't even know if that's a thing, but I believe I do, considering how fast I got my first clients.
Because you're by the beach, so you don't have snow.
No, I mean it's hardly ever. Last year we had snow for 3 days. The year before, nothing at all. So we really don't get any snow.
Okay, okay. So as of today, how many customers do you have today?
Recurring clients, I'm at 68.
68 reoccurring, and then revenue wise, where are you sitting with reoccurring?
Um, so I know I just did my billing cycle on the first of the month, so that brought in nearly $5,400 per month.
Nice. Do you do your billing on the first of every month?
Yeah, streamline everything, just keep it simple.
Yeah.
First
Did
of the
you
month.
did you start off that way?
Yeah,
Okay, good. Because I know it's people are like, I want to bill per week, or we're going to bill per week at the end of the week, or we're going to do all the service and then bill them at the end of the month, which I really struggled with that because that's how the landscapers did that around here. And I remember customers fighting me on this. They're like, that's not how this is done. That's not how my landscaper does it. I said, I'm not a landscaper. I'm a dog waste removal business. And this is how we do our billing.
exactly. I always explain it to my customers. It keeps it simple. They know what to expect. They know when their account gets drafted. And usually just having a simple explanation like that, they will understand.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really important to educate the customers and that you set your business up the way that you need to. If you're always having to chase money, you become a like a debt collecting company instead of whatever service you're providing.
Yeah, it's definitely the most important thing right from the beginning. Know exactly of how you want to run your business. Don't make too many changes because if not, customers will get confused too. You want to build trust early.
Yeah. And okay, so you got started in February. You don't have snow, so there's not a ton of spring rush. How did you get those first 10 customers?
Um, Most of them, I mean, it probably gets said a lot is Facebook groups. So buy sell groups, community pages, but that only worked at the beginning. Now it doesn't even work anymore because of all these guidelines with admins cannot self promote a business. But that's how I originally received all my clients at the beginning, and then Google Ads. I ran Google Ads right from the beginning.
Did you know how to do Google Ads?
Yeah, that's because I run another business as a handyman, and I have successfully for the last 6 years.
Ah, okay. So you had some bit of experience. So when you were posting in these groups, like what kind of information were you posting?
Oh, I kept it super basic and simple because that seems to work the best. All you got to do is picture of yourself with a bucket and a rake, and then posted that picture. No editing, no nothing. Just put a headline on it saying "We Scoop Poop. Contact us. Provide weekly and biweekly service."
Were you getting people that were like talking crap to you in the comments? Do you get the I can't believe people are this lazy?
Yeah, a few of them to be like, because they're so in the current generation, it doesn't matter anymore. But you get like these, yeah, these people that like, no, I gotta pick that up myself. Like if you own a dog, you should have responsibilities and pick up after them. So comments like that.
Yeah. It's so funny how the different generations think. Um, because I feel like in the beginning, I got a lot more of like, I can't believe people are that lazy, but now it's been 7 years, and now more people are coming into the industry, and it's cool to be able to be like, "Oh, yeah, I've heard of that industry. Oh, yeah, my neighbor uses a company." It's
Exactly. Yeah, in my area too, there's actually a few businesses that've been in business for over 12 years, but I never even heard of it until yeah, November last year.
How did you hear about the industry?
So I actually seen I watch a lot of YouTube videos, educational stuff, and I seen that uplift video on the business because that's what I did with the handyman. What kind of business should I launch? So I seen an uplift video with William about poop scooping, and that got me hooked. And from there, I went down this rabbit hole on YouTube and found out everything I could. I found your channel, William's channel, and yeah, that's how it all started.
Yeah, like that's the reason why I started the YouTube channel was because there wasn't a lot of resources, and I'm so happy now that William and Levi had started the Poop Scoop Millionaire community because there's so much good information in there to streamline stuff.
Yeah. If you're not in Poop Scoop Millionaire, I mean, you're missing out. I mean, it's the best community to be in. I mean, everybody's so supportive. And it's the very first thing I did is jump in there, learn everything I could from all the classroom work. It's the way to go.
Yeah. I'm glad that you said that you hopped in right away because I'll be super transparent. I see a lot. I talk to a lot of people, and there are people that I've recommended. I'm like, you have to get in the Poop Scoop Millionaire community. You should really go and check it out. Just invest. It's not a lot of money to just pay every single month. You get a lot of free resources. And I've recommended it time and time again, and some of the folks that have gotten into it, their businesses are thriving, they're making connections, and then some other people, they don't even have 5 customers, they don't even have 10 customers, and I get messages, and they're like, "I can't figure this out," and I'm like, "Oh," I almost just wanna be like, "Listen, this is what you have to do," because there are people that they just figure business out, you just figure it out, and you bang yourself up and you do what you got to do. But then there's other people that really need the step by step by step information, and if you are that personality type, it's in there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. You're right.
it's in there. Like, go ahead and just read it and just do it. So if you are one of those folks that are listening and you are struggling and you're like, I just need somebody to help me do this, click the link that's down in the description and
Exactly.
contact everybody. Okay. So you started in February, you said 67 customers.
Yeah,
right?
68 and growing. Yep.
68 and growing, which is amazing. I don't know about you, but is summer slow for you?
Um, so the way I set up my business, I set up all the foundations from the beginning. I kept my ad spend pretty low and consistent throughout the summer, and I managed to gain 10 to 15 clients every single month.
So when
And
you
there
say
was
low, what are we talking?
$300 to $500 a month.
Okay. 3 to 500 bucks a month, and you're putting that where?
Google Ads. I almost done no Facebook yet because I wasn't ready to capture all these leads through Facebook. And then, yeah, I kept it simple, streamlined. Same with all my customers. Every single customer signed up, 68 clients. I only talked to 3 of them on the phone. I try to keep the friction low, make the sign up process as simple as possible.
What's your sign-up process like?
Um, well, from the ads, I pretty much go to my website. I pretty much educate them on, yeah, everything that my service has to offer of how we do things. We take the waste with us. And then from there, they can click a call to action link and it brings them directly to the onboarding page and they sign up from there.
Okay. Are they onboarding is it, through Sweep and Go, or are you a Jobber user?
No, I'm definitely a sweep and go user.
Okay. No, that's fine. I wanna know who's going with what, and I know Sweep and Go has a pretty sweet onboarding. Isn't there like an auto quoter?
Yeah, it definitely. Like all you have to do is put in your zip code, you put in how many dogs you have, and yeah, where you live, and then from there it gives you a quote. Well, you have to, yeah. So zip code, how many dogs you have, and what kind of service you're looking for. Are you looking for weekly, bi-weekly, whatever else you might offer, and it gives you an instant quote.
Okay, and I do actually have a question about that. So say, for instance, the person puts in the zip code, the service they're looking for, how many dogs, and then it gives them a quote. Is that quote based off of what size of yard?
So it depends. You can set it up differently. Like I transitioned to not even asking about dogs anymore. I just do straight service plans to keep transparency as clear as possible. So for me, it's just okay. You want weekly, you want biweekly, or you want weekly with deodorizer, and then you just choose one. I don't care about how many dogs you have or how big your yard is, because in my area where I live, I mean, the average size yard is an eighth of an acre, if not smaller.
Okay, that's cool. Um, yeah, I like that. I also transitioned out of asking the amount of dogs because it was a pain. Like they'll always let you know when they lose a dog, but they're never gonna tell you when they get a new dog. So I'm like having to find out, like, did you get a new dog? I gotta up your rate.
Yeah, I noticed at the beginning when I did used to charge by the dog, and I'm like, okay, this is a lot more poop this week. What's going on? So I had to reach out to the customer, and I'm trying to avoid all of that because to me it really doesn't make a difference. Like I rather charge one flat fee, and yeah, my
Yeah, it's
average
easier
time
knowing.
stays the same,
If Okay, that was my next question. What is your average ticket price right now for recurring?
$95.
95. Ooh, that's a good one. That's good. And then what's the average amount of time you're spending in a yard?
Um, well, the owner always does better than the technicians, but my technician is actually catching up to me, so that's good. My average time is 7 minutes a yard.
Whoa, from start to finish?
Start to finish. It's pretty much arriving, like you pull up, you click start job, and then you get out of your vehicle, you get all your equipment, you walk in the yard, close the gate behind you, scoop the yard. We walk in a grid pattern. Usually we walk the yard twice because they're so small to make sure we get everything. And then we leave, close the gate, take a picture, let them know, hey, the job is complete. They get a picture of the gate being closed for confirmation and a peace of mind. And yeah, we load that vehicle back up with all the waste and we clock out and go to the next job. That's 7 minutes right there.
All right, and in an average 8-hour shift, how many houses are you guys scooping?
Um, well, I started my technician part time and then I'm scooping as well still on Fridays for some other areas I'm expanding into, but we can manage about 24 to 30 yards if we want it.
Yeah, especially with how tight or what the time you're in the backyards, and if you have that routing really tight, now I can see how somebody can do 30. So fun fact, I'm doing my cookie delivery box thing right now, and I went out yesterday and was delivering it to one of Charles's routes from yesterday. I was like driving, I said, "There is so much drive time."
Mm.
And so my brain was, like, racking, and so I went in and actually looked into Jobber. Yeah, half of a shift is spent driving.
Yeah, so that's actually what I just focused on the last 2 weeks is moving all my customers around to get the density as tight as possible. Makes it way more efficient.
What's your service area right now? Like,
The the
mile-wise?
radius,
Yeah.
uh, 12 to 13 miles.
Okay, and is that, like, from your house or from an office?
Yeah, from my house. I'm pretty much the center point in my city. So where I live is pretty much the center of the city. So it's like each direction, like you may be driving 10, 15 minutes and that's about it. And then yeah, we service each corner by itself. So you never going from one side to the other side of the city.
That's smart. Now with your routing, I don't know what, how Sweep and Go's routing is, but is there how do you do your routing? Like, I remember when I first started mine, I would, like, start closest to my house and then do, like, a loop back to my house.
Yeah, so I always start with that house that's furthest away, and then
Mhm.
the end point is my house because I actually have my technician drop off all the waste, which it's kind of a big struggle trying to figure out what to do with all the waste, but we do want to haul it for the people. We don't want to put it in the trash can. And then yeah, he's also scooping my own yard, so that's great.
I remember when I put myself on route, I was like, "This is amazing. I've made it."
Right?
And it's a nice way too to kinda, like, do quality checks, for new technicians, so anytime I get a new tech, I always have them scoop my yard, so it's an easier way to kinda keep an eye on I don't know, make sure they're doing I kinda, like, watch their pattern too, like, make sure their patterns are nice and tight.
Yeah, it's hard to trust, but yeah, you just gotta let go sometimes and be confident in who you hired.
Yeah, I know you're gonna get complaints, it's fine. I used to get very
Yeah.
upset when complaints would come in, like, deep down inside, I'm like, "My business is falling apart." Now when they come in, I'm like, "Wait, what happened? No way."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I always readdress it as fast as possible. I try to go out the same day. Like if we miss
Yeah.
something, I'll make sure to be there.
Yeah, that like, yeah, we'll tell the technicians, like, "Hey" I always ask what happened. I say, "Hey, what's going on? Like, you having a rough day? Like, is the grass long? Like, what's up?" And then they kind of explain. Um, Yesterday, I asked Charles, I said, "Hey, why didn't you scoop one of these yards?" He didn't respond with words, he just responded back with a photo, and it was this aggressive dog that was like like,
Yeah.
and I said,
Yeah.
say less, say less. Okay, I'll talk to the customer about it."
Yep. I don't
That's
I don't blame you on that. It's like if I see a dog and they look aggressive, I run out of the yard. I'm like, see you later.
no, thanks. Okay, so with Google Ads, and you said you've been having like $300 to $500 a month through the slower season. When are you gonna start ramping up your ad spend?
Oh, well, I'm starting pretty much in November. I'm testing ads out right now, and then November I'm starting to ramp up. Probably move to $30 a day, and then by the time January comes around, I'd like to be at $100 per day on advertising.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be really good. Now, when the leads are coming in, you said pretty much like how you have everything set up is closing them. You don't have to get on the phone with them or email or text message, any of that?
No, not at all, because I set up all my foundations from the beginning. So I use Go High Level. I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people may have heard it. So I capture all my leads that come through the forms with Go High Level. So from there, I capture all the name, remarket directly back to them. And then phone calls, if I do get phone calls right now, I do have a voice bot set up. So the voice bot acts like a real human. Like some people actually think it is a real human. So he will take all the calls and he can sign you up too. And it pushes them directly into Sweep and Go. And then with all the automations and Go High Level, it's like I don't have to do anything.
Wow. Can you tell us more about that voice bot?
Yeah. So the voice bot, I mean, uh, it took a while to set up. So actually, there's something I delegated out because I was like, okay, this is too much work. I'm so busy with building out other automations. But yeah, the voice bot can take unlimited amount of calls and he'll ask you some basic information. You can talk to him, ask him about more about the business. I mean, there's really no limitation. He acts like a real human.
I do wonder about the older generation.
Yeah, I mean, I did put a fail-safe in there, so if they say, "I want to talk to a human, I want to talk to the owner," like if they say anything like that, then yeah, my phone will ring, I will pick up.
So when they call you, do you at least know that they're calling?
I do.
Okay, and you're like, "Okay, the voice bot can pick them up."
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
So if the customers say they don't sign up because whatever didn't work, they don't sign up, what does that process look like following up with them?
So yeah, so with Go High Level, let's say they start signing up but they don't finish. Go High Level actually captures the data and asks for a minimum of their name and phone number. Try to keep friction low, so I don't ask for a lot. And then from there they go into High Level, and then they will go into a partial nurture. So I'll push 7 messages over 10 days. And usually by then, like they're still a warm lead. I'm trying to educate them as much as possible and try to capture them quickly. But now, if they don't sign up within the first 10 days, then they go into a long nurture because some people may not be ready right there and then. They were just curious of what this is and how it works. But now I can nurture them all year long and don't even have to do anything. I can see when people drop out, or if I wanted to reach out personally, I can easily just pick out the phone number and give them a call.
So when you say, you're nurturing them, what does that look like?
So with Nurture, they will pretty much get customized text messages of where they can learn more about our business or a sign up form. So there's like different links on the text messages where they can learn more information. And I also have like seasonal pushes in there that will help um, for myself at least. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot to it. It's
Yeah.
actually, yeah.
No, because when you say, I haven't heard somebody in quite a while say, like, a warm nurture. Like, I've heard nurture the lead, but it's been a while since I've heard that, so it really intrigued me because it's like, are you trying to build relationships through those text messages by educating them?
Yeah, exactly. So not every message will tell you, hey, go sign up here. It will let them know, but like, hey, did you actually know that 1 gram of dog poop actually contains 23 million bacteria or stuff like that? Educate them on what's actually going on and how bad dog waste is and why should they hire somebody, because stuff like that goes into our waterways. And actually here in Virginia Beach, we had a swim ban twice because of dog waste. So if dog poop doesn't get picked up, it gets washed into our storm drains, and from the storm drains into the riverbeds, and then from riverbeds into the ocean. It's not good.
Oh, see, educating me. I had no idea about that. That's nuts.
Yeah, this is just one of them, but I think that one is pretty big.
That is big. Okay. So you got Go High Level. It's working with Sweep and Go. You got a pretty strong automation. You have a chat bot. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, voice bot.
Voice bot. Okay. Cool. I don't even know enough to even ask you questions about that, to be quite honest. If well, okay, let's say somebody's listening and they want to know, they're like, how do we go about setting that kind of stuff up? How do you?
So yeah, I'm actually working on a program to help every single pooper scooper in the industry, because building out Go High Level yourself, and if you're not techie at all, or if you want to save a lot of time, because I invested over 300 hours right now, and there's a lot of work. But somebody's interested, they can visit titan-syndicate.com.
Okay. You said titan-syndicate.com.
Correct.
Okay. All right, cool. Cause yeah, that I'm not super techie either. And I know a lot of people that are, I think with the poop scooping industry too, like there's a couple people that want to start this business. Somebody that's already been in business like yourself, and you're like, wait a minute, this is a pretty simple business. Like, I already know so much, I can blow this up. Like, I know how to move the pieces. Or somebody like myself that was like, I have literally $1,000. I know I can scoop dog poop and I will figure out the rest as I go.
Yeah, exactly. It makes it, I mean, yes, poop scooping is definitely one of the easiest business you could start right now, but you still got to be able to manage all your leads that come in. Like some people do on a spreadsheet, some people write on a piece of paper. Like for me, it's just too much manual work and follow up. Like if I can automate it, I automate it.
What would you say to somebody that is still doing everything manual and they're just like, I don't know what the next move is.
Yeah, definitely look into setting up your systems, your operations. Like for me, it was go high level and automations.
That's cool. It,
Like
it
the
seems. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I'm pretty much buying back all my time. Yeah, I invested a lot of time up front. It was a struggle, but now I have so much more time that I can invest into scaling the business.
It seems like things are going pretty good, but what would you say? What were some struggles that you really had when you were building this up?
Oh, I mean, struggles. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much did everything myself from the beginning, and yeah, that made it super difficult. I built my own website, Google account. I had to figure out what kind of CRM I want to use and everything. It's just, yeah, I wish I would have done that differently. Kind of lost in the question.
Yeah, it is. It's tough when you're getting started because you don't really know. Did you not have a CRM with your handyman business?
No, and that's I learned a big mistake from that. It's like so the way I run that is QuickBooks, and I do my invoicing estimates from there. And yeah, everybody's on the calendar on a time block. Okay, this person gets done. This person gets done. It's a headache. Like you can do it, but it gets pretty stressful. And if you can avoid that, definitely avoid that.
I feel like
Yeah,
we've all been through that where you're like, um, I had all my people listed out on just like Google Doc. Like that was
yeah,
before routing. I had a paper map. I had a paper map and I remember I was holding it and I was like, okay, here's where these houses are and this is how I'm gonna route it. That was a
yeah. Like
nightmare.
yeah, poop scooping without a CRM, it's like it's almost impossible because
It's too
with the
much.
handyman, I'll be working for 1 or 2 clients per day. Now scooping poop, okay, 30 clients. I'm gonna figure this out. 20 clients, you know. It's like without a CRM and poop scooping, yeah, you're not gonna get far.
Yeah, it's too high volume. Do you have do you have branded vehicles yet?
I do not. I use my truck that I use for the handyman business. On my day I'm scooping, I put a big magnet on the side, Doggy Scoop, QR code, keep it simple, pet waste removal service. But yeah, that's definitely something I am looking forward to getting, but it's not a big concern just yet.
No, I love that you have that many customers and you don't have a wrapped vehicle yet.
I would love to have one,
Yeah.
but I think
But
my
but it's not a
money's been
necessity.
no, it's not. Not at all. You don't need it. You
No,
can
you don't.
start in a car. Like my employee actually runs in a Toyota Camry.
Is that a car?
Yeah, that's a car in the
Where does
trunk.
okay, let's talk about that. Where does the poop go?
So I use you know those black and yellow bins you can buy at the hardware stores. So all the poop goes in there, keeps it pretty tight, and yeah, all the waste goes in there. The bucket and the rake always gets sanitized and deodorized, making sure that smell doesn't stay in the car. And then end of the shift, he just drops off the bin and I give him a fresh one.
It goes in the trunk.
Yeah, it goes in the trunk.
Okay. Well, because when I started mine, I had put a cargo hitch on the back of my Colorado, and so I never actually put the poop in the back of the trunk, and so I was always just wondering how people did it.
Yeah, it's actually not that bad. I thought, I mean, we had to do some testing on it, and I was worried. I was like, man, it's going to stink up the whole car, but it actually didn't. Like with the bin, as long as you shut the lid good,
Mhm.
you won't smell it.
And you keep everything clean, and you're swapping it out every shift. It's not like you're leaving it in there overnight.
Yeah, every single shift it gets swapped out. End of the day, he drops it off. He gets a brand new one that's already cleaned, and he's good to go for the next day.
Now, have you had issues disposing of the dog poop?
No. I mean, I do property disposal once a week. So, I mean, right now all the stuff piles up at my house, and I definitely need to find a solution for that. I need to find a dumpster location, and yeah, figure that out because it's starting to be too much. Like 300 to 500 pounds of dog poop every week. Yeah.
I at one point, I had 3 trash cans here at the front of the house, and they were all full of dog poop. It was getting very stinky. And the last straw, I wanna tell you what the last straw was. This is when we would sanitize our supplies in a bucket. So we would have, like, a bucket, and I would
Mhm.
have the water, and we would, I'd have a solution in there, and that's where we'd put our supplies. So when we were driving, the supplies would slosh around in it. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that this is the right thing to do, but this is just what I did for a period of time. When I was done with a solution, I didn't have anywhere to put it. So I would just kind of like right in the front of my house, I would just dump the water out like right there on I don't know, I was like, it'll just wash away, like whatever."
Yeah, now you know it's pretty hazardous because dog waste carries a lot of bacteria. So
Yeah, not only that, but I woke up and it was summertime and I was like looking at my trash can and I seen all these white things and I was like, "Wait, what is that?" And I got
mm,
closer and closer. They maggots all over the trash cans, and then there was a line of magnets all the way along the curb, all the way to my truck
yeah,
where I
that's
poured that water out at, and I would, like, gasp. I was like, very loud. My husband's like, What happened?" I said, "Look what I did." And then that was it. Like, I'm like, "We have to make some serious changes because, 1, this is disgusting." I'm, like, deathly afraid of maggots for some odd reason.
yeah. I mean, it's pretty disgusting looking. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't blame you on that. It's like I didn't have that issue yet. I mean, I used to put it in my trash can as well, but never had any maggots yet. Lucky
Yeah.
me.
Well, it's because like, when you get started, you really don't you don't know, and I'm like, "I don't know what to do with this dog poop. I've never had this much." And so, after talking with other people that are in the Poop Scoop Millionaire community, well, this was before we had the community, but a lot of those people were like, "No, you gotta find somewhere to dump it. You can even talk to customers and say like, 'Hey, I can give you, like, a discount on your bill if you'll let us put, like, some dog poop in one of your trash cans.'" And so I've done that. Like, I've worked out deals with people.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm trying to reach out to some commercial properties and see if I can put my own dumpster there and pay them a fee monthly. I think that's the way to go.
You could do that. Also, reach out to local doggy daycares, other businesses that are kind of independently run and develop relationships with them. That's what I did. And so I use their dumpster because they already have hundreds of dogs there per day. So they're already getting rid of so much dog poop.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Hmm.
one. Thank you for that. I definitely
Yeah.
start reaching out and build some relationships.
Yeah, it's better to build a relationship first instead of just coming in there and walking and being like,
Oh, yeah.
"Hi, can I got a question. Can I put dog poop in your dumpster and I'll pay you?" They're like, "Get out of here."
Yeah, no, that doesn't work. You always gotta provide value first and build a relationship. I mean, that's what I learned over the last 6 years.
Yeah, I didn't learn that at right away. I just walked in like a wacko, like, "Hey, I got a conversation for you." They're like, "No, get out of
Yeah,
here."
that's what I did with my handyman business at the very beginning. I didn't know any better. Like I would just walk in there, but like I just pay them. They say yes. Yeah, it didn't work out.
That's how I felt too, like, money talks.
Yeah,
No,
nope.
you gotta build a relationship. All right, my next question for you is, so we already talked about, like, game-changing moves. Okay, we're automating our stuff, we're making it super simple. Where do you wanna see your business a year from now?
Now that I got all my foundation set up, I'm already budgeting for a heavy ad spend, so I'm looking to be at 300 to 400 clients by the time this time next year. I know I'm only at 68, sounds like a big number, but I think I can hit it.
So when you say heavy ad spend, how much are we talking?
3,000 a month.
That's a good one. For all year?
No, so spring rush is apparently a thing. I think it is here too. I mean, I believe that's why I gained a lot of clients so fast. But yeah, spring rush for 3 months straight have a ad spend of $3,000 per month. So January, February, March.
Okay, and are you just gonna put that towards Google, no Facebook?
No, so I'm testing Facebook ads out right now. So I would say probably 70% Facebook and then rest on Google.
Mhm.
Like right now, I pretty much dominate Google in my area. So, and I'm really good with that. Yeah, how to set up a Google page. So I think most of it will go into Facebook because Google too is like you only get so many people searching for that service. So that search volume is not really there for Google. You need to get it in front of an audience. So Facebook is the way to go.
I agree. It's good to have the mixture. And so for anybody that's listening and you don't have your Google profile like on point, I would take the time this winter. You have a nice chunk of time. Go into the Poop Scoop Millionaire community, and they have a specific classroom where it walks you through best practices for Google. If you have not done any of that stuff, start there. This stuff is so it really is super simple. Before you go in and you pay somebody to do SEO and all of this stuff, do the basics first. Um,
Yeah,
it
definitely.
yeah. What would you say okay, from a basic standpoint, what would you say one of the most important things to do for your Google business profile?
Well, definitely. Well, you got to make sure you get verified pretty quickly. I know that process can be pretty challenging. A lot of people get denied. So make sure you get that done first and get as many keywords as possible into your Google account.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the keywords. It's like dog poop removal services, pick up my dog poop is a big one
Yeah,
around here.
yeah, poop scooping, pet waste removal, anything you can think of. I mean, yeah, sometimes some AI help like ChatGPT can help you out.
That's true. Yeah, and then have your business hours, make sure your phone number's on there, upload some pictures. Don't steal other people's pictures.
No,
Don't do
don't do
it.
that. No, don't do it.
No, don't do that. Your products and services, you can update that too, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like my services, yes, we only do poop scooping, but on my business, I have over 30 different services listed, and they're all related to pooping or scooping poop.
Really? I'll have to go and check yours out. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a lot on there. It's
And
actually,
then are you automating your Google review process?
yeah, I automate that whole thing with Go High Level as well. And I also have a filter to prevent some negative reviews. So if they don't want to leave a review, let's say they have a complaint, they can pretty much message back right to the review link message I send them. And then from there, I can address that issue and talk to them. But as of right now, every single customer is a 5-star review. And yeah, I automate the whole thing.
That's good. I do as well. It's really important to have those Google reviews, especially when somebody's like, "Oh, well, this one company is charging, I don't know, let's say $14 a week, and they don't have any Google reviews. They don't even have an online presence." And you're like, "Oh, I can't even find that company. That are you sure that's a company?"
Yeah, it's Google reviews are huge. I mean, if you want to build trust in the community, if you want to be the best guy to go to, you got to make sure you collect reviews.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, if somebody is listening to this and they're just getting started or they haven't pulled the trigger yet, what's one piece of advice you would give them today?
Uh, One piece of advice. Know exactly of how you want to run your business. Set up all your foundations from the beginning. That way you don't struggle in the future. The way I do my things, I look in way in advance, 5 years from now, like where I'm going to be, like how I'm going to manage every single thing in 5 years from now. So that's how I build, set myself up. But yeah, pretty much start with the basics. Get your LLC, your business account, your Google, social media, get all that set up, and then yeah, build your systems and build trust early.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to word this question. And because you've had a business before, you kind of understand how things work. I feel like sometimes it's hard because I struggled with this is how do you build 5 years out? How do you say like confidently, you know what? 5 years from now, I'm gonna have 450 customers. They're gonna be paying me this. We're gonna be doing this. This is what it's gonna look like. Like how?
Yeah, it takes a long time. I mean, you gotta pretty much just like how you set up yourself a business plan. If you're well organized, you have a business plan, you know how to execute everything, give yourself timelines, you're trying to get it done within the timeline. And then yeah, 5 years from now, let's say you have 500 clients, be like, okay, how many scoopers do I need to manage 500 clients? Do I need to hire a general manager? Like, do I need to hire some virtual assistants to help me out? Like, think about like all the small details. It takes a long time to figure out a goal plan, but it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, and you have to delegate the stuff out. You cannot do all of this on your own. You won't be able to grow past 150 customers if you try.
Exactly. Yeah, you have to.
And that's even pushing it.
Yep.
Trust me, you guys, I did that. I was like, "No, I'm just gonna do everything on my own." And then I hurt myself really bad, and I was like, maybe maybe there's something to this whole delegation thing." And but don't be like me and physically have to hurt yourself before you're like, "Okay. We're gonna up our rates. We're going to delegate this stuff out to other people, and it's not gonna go perfect right away. There's gonna be hiccups along the way, and that's okay because that's a part of doing business, and you just get more problems that you can solve.
Yeah, you gotta learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, and it's painful when it's your baby, right? You're like, "This is my baby. I don't want anything bad to happen to it."
Yeah, exactly. But you just gotta stay strong and keep pushing forward.
Yeah, this is cool. Alright, well, I really appreciate you hanging out. Actually, I got one more question before we wrap this up.
Okay.
Okay, so I do love the Poop Scoop Millionaire, and I've been hanging out in there a lot, and I've been kinda toggling between the hiring because 'cause I'm getting ready to hire again, and then the 100 challenges, like the 100 customer challenge. I don't know if you've seen that recently.
I have.
What would you say what's your favorite classroom within the PSM group?
I mean, right now it's my 100-day, 100 customer challenge. So gaining 100 customers in 100 days. It's tricky. It requires a lot of work to execute that, unless you have a lot of money. If you have a lot of money, just put it in ads. But yeah, I really like that one a lot. And there's so many. There's like every single classroom work that you can dive into is worth it. So I mean, all of them are really good. I don't have a favorite.
Yeah, my favorite was the 100 customer one because it allows you to get creative. It's like, "Okay, how can we manually work this, and how can we build relationships with people and get in front of people?" But then it's also like, "Okay, I got a little bit of money, I can put some money into some ads today too."
Yeah, yeah, just spread it out between different things. That's exactly what I'm doing right now because trying to communicate with 100 customers directly every single day is it's difficult. Like
It
cold
is.
reach out, yeah.
I did that for many, many years up until last year, and my husband and I have we sacrificed a lot this year. We're actually sharing a vehicle, like a personal vehicle, because we've eliminated all of our debt except for our house. We have one house debt, and I'm gonna be putting $30,000 into advertisements for this spring rush.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Um, because I seen the possibility and what I'm seeing in the Poop Scoop Millionaire community with the people that are focused and dedicated and building systems like yourself. When I first started this, I didn't know what the market could look like. I didn't know if having a over a $2 million business was even possible. But seeing William and Levi, seeing all of these other companies do it, and seeing companies like yourself that have grown so quickly, I'm like, it's there. The people are there. You just have to reach them. Either you're going to reach to them with money or you're going to manually reach them. Wherever you're at in business, just know like you can have growth. It's just a matter of putting your ducks in a row to be able to get yourself to where you have the money to be able to go big when you're ready to go big.
Exactly. Definitely budget for advertising. That's huge. Like that's the easiest way to gain new clients.
It is, and that was the thing that blew my mind is just kind of like sitting back and watching what other like how other people were growing. And at first I was just like, "Wait, what? How? Like how? Like I've been stuck at $250,000 for like 3 years and I couldn't figure it out because I was in my own way, right? It was just like in my own head. And then having conversations with folks like yourself, I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah,
okay."
you got the right plans, you got the right strategy, and it's gonna pay out big time.
Oh, yeah, I started planning this probably 4 months ago. This year I rebuilt my business from last year because my business almost fell apart last year, actually. It was rough. But I rebuilt it, and last night I told my husband, I'm like, "We're up. We're up past where we were before." So, I'm excited to see where you're gonna be at next year, so let's definitely check in and see where you're at customer-wise.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to it. Same with you. I'm really curious where you're gonna get to, but I'm sure you're gonna be super successful.
Well, I was talking to Matt, and Matt's like, "What's your goal for next year?" And I told him what it was, and he goes, we do better. You can do better." So I was like, "Okay, we'll say 450 customers by, like, May 1st, 2026
Mhm.
at 5 p.m." He was like, "That's better. That's better." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I thank you so much for hanging out with me and chatting.
Yeah, likewise. Thank you for having me. Like I said, without having somebody like you, this is impossible. And I'm glad to be a part of it and help future scoopers like run a successful business.
Yeah, because small business is the heartbeat of our communities, and we have to keep growing our small businesses
Exactly.
and helping others. All right, well, cool. Thank you, guys that are watching over on YouTube. We appreciate you. Definitely leave some comments down below if you have any questions for Max. We can get those answered for you. If you want to keep in touch with Max, myself, William, Levi, any of the big dogs, and over 800 like-minded individuals, definitely go ahead and check out the Poop Scoop Millionaire community over on School. We would love to chat with you. And until next time, bye.